Just a quick overview, short trade, just kind of come out of this morning. It was nice, one shot, one kill, 4 points. The entry was a little bit kind of scrappy, but set up for it on the 4500 tip bar chart. Pull back to end of trend into the open today, which is Thursday, after we had this kind of blow off move after kind of the Apple numbers the day before, and then the FOMC kind of Fed announcements. But anyway, so coming into the open, you can see we had all these blue professional bars at the high. We'd had exhaustion buying yesterday, and an initial kind of sell-off here. Kind of held overnight, Rambo pattern, kind of came into end of trend. We had blue professional bars pre the open. You're always waiting for professional bars after the open though. Kind of pre the open, the professionals are going to wait till after the open to take advantage of the full liquidity of the market. So there's kind of that it's almost like a double top underneath the end of trend signal there with a blue professional bar right at the high there, and the market kind of sells off on the 1500 tip bar chart. You can see that last kind of flip up into that kind of almost like a double top type thing on the 4500 was being led off an exhaustion pattern and a Rambo pattern. I missed this just because I was trying to get into that short trade, and so wasn't expecting to kind of go long here. But the setup into the highs here was first blue professional bar kind of comes in with exhaustion buying, then a Rambo pattern, then a whole series of blue professional bars. So you're kind of getting ready for your short kind of setup here, and the market sold off really hard here, and then on this little retrace, that's where I was able to get in. And then the market kind of took off to the downside. We had one little test back up, amateur up bar, which is another kind of low risk entry point to kind of get in. Then I was out for my profit target at 23. I'd moved it once from 22, then kind of moved it back to 23 because the readings on better momentum was so extreme kind of here. And then on the 500 tip bar chart, you can see that pattern a little bit more clearly. So coming into those highs, Rambo patterns, amateur up bars, into exhaustion buying, all the blue professional bars at the high there. And that's where we kind of sell off. Initially get caught here with a support at Rambo, and then this is where I was able to get short here just a little bit early before that cyclical turn kind of comes in. And then you can see a whole series of blue professional bars here, which are kind of, we're breaking the lows of those blue professional bars, so that's kind of falling through the ice, and we kind of get going. There's this little retrace back to a bearish divergence signal right on the zero line, which means it's extremely weak, with a little Rambo pattern, and then bang, we head off into this strong trend move. And eventually this move kind of ends up finishing up down at the 1320, 1390s, kind of down here with pullback to end of trend. We've had our exhaustion selling, we've had flush patterns kind of come in, and now this second kind of pattern down here, we've got Rambo, blue professional bars kind of coming in here, bullish divergence. So we're probably going to hold here for a little bit and kind of test back up. It's going to be a cyclical support area on the 4500 tip bar chart. Just kind of happy to be out of my trade, but that was the setup for it. So anyway, I'll tag on the day trades, and I hope you kind of traded well today. Okay, just going short 27 even. And the reason for getting short, end of trend on the 4500 tip bar chart, you can see here kind of pre the open, and just had some strength on the 1500 tip bar chart just after the open. We had a Rambo pattern, and we've reacted from then. It came after an exhaustion selling signal as well. Missed this rally. It's a bit of a fast kind of move, but come into exhaustion buying, and we just had this huge downswing. Bang! Just hit at 29.5, exhaustion buying, a whole bunch of time frames, and we just sold off really hard into support at 26. Just anxious now to kind of get into this because I had a weak kind of rally up. And just wondering if we're going to make a cyclical resistance here on the 500 tip bar chart, or just continue into the downswing. Would have loved to have seen little blue professional up bar or an amateur up bar kind of here to give me kind of more confidence, but now I'm just kind of afraid we're going to drop through 26 and really run. So it's just short 27 even. A couple of minutes later, just dropped through 26, kind of good signs. Blue professional bar kind of came in here as we were coming back down, cyclical resistance. Kind of flipped on through. We got support here on the 500 tip bar chart, kind of quickly coming blue professional bar. So what I'm hoping is that's kind of falling through the ice, and we kind of just drop through there and kind of keep going. So we're at 25.75. So if we kind of drop to 5.5, 5.25, that will kind of give me confidence that this might happen fairly quickly. So just short 27 even. Just kind of got caught up here at 26. Blue professional bars kind of coming in, but we're breaking the lows of that. Cyclical support kind of due on 15, so kind of keep on moving through the moment. So it looks like we've broken into a downtrend now on the 500 tip bar chart. So this one never completed this kind of rush way up to the 30s, 29s, exhaustion buying, and just bang, just fell off. So okay, support's coming on 1500 tip bar chart. About minus 8,000 on better momentum, which is a fairly big reading, but these exhaustion signals are up at kind of 10,000. Just think we're below support here. Could see us getting a bounce, but there's nothing else. There's no blue professional bars, no amateur bars kind of down here, suggesting that we're gonna, that this is a significant holding point. I think we're just kind of technically holding, just waiting. Don't have far to travel. 23 is the target, so fingers crossed. Okay, a couple of minutes later, so 25.5 was just holding here, the cyclical support. But this test back up was a rainbow pattern at 27, and then just a whole bunch of selling just kind of came in. Cyclical resistance, you can see it's the first bullet, bearish divergence signal after exhaustion here. So that's nice. So now we're coming down through 25s. So if we break that, that should be into a decent downtrend on 15. So let's see. Tempted to move my target out. Yep, let's do it. Just moving my target out to 22. So let's see if we get a little bit of fireworks. We've just broken through another support level on 500 tip bar chart. Okay, blue professional bars just gonna come in here. Original target was 23. We're now at kind of 23.5. Minus 10,000. It's a fairly big reading on 1500 tip bar chart. It's possible this could be blue professional bar kind of when it closes with an exhaustion selling signal. So just kind of conscious of that. I moved my target to 22. But let's see, we've got a form bullish divergence first on the 500 tip bar chart, and it's not been a trend, pullback to end of trend. Okay, another blue professional bar kind of coming in here. We're at 12,000. So this is really close to some kind of exhaustion level from which we're going to bounce. 23.25. Movement target back up to 23 even, just because these readings are pretty extreme at the moment, and I'd like to be just taken out on this. Let's see, 23s, come on. Okay, first bullish divergence just came on the 500. Okay, there we go. There's exhaustion selling. First bullish divergence kind of down here. It's not been a blue professional bar yet, so just hoping for a little squeak more. Hit 23 but didn't take me out, so damn. Now it's at 75. Come on down one more time. Just taken out 23 even. Excellent. And for 4, one shot, one kill, which was nice. The pro signal exit's just gone off on 1500 tip bar chart. Probably shouldn't have moved my target, because as soon as I moved it back I ended up at the back of the queue for 23, but that's fine. And it's coming into cyclical support on 4500 tip bar chart. We've got a mate pull back to end of trend here, but blue professional bars kind of coming in at 500. So missed the Rambo pattern after the open here into this kind of runaway move, but it wasn't kind of the cleanest of entries around here, but that was probably a better low risk entry. That's fine, quite happy with that. So let's see, it's 9:27. I'm going to leave it at that actually today. Just see where this kind of ends up. Well, a few minutes later, end of trend's just gone off on the 500 tip bar chart down here at 1320. So there was another 3 points in it, but that's okay. That was my pro signal exit here. Kind of continued on down rainbow patterns, and then this last kind of move down blue professional bars. You can see we've had bullish divergence kind of come in, another divergence pattern likely to come in here. Flush signal down here on the 500 tip bar chart, so kind of exhaustion selling, and then light flush patterns on end of trend, but so might get some kind of strong bounce from there. And end of trend kind of coinciding on cyclical support, kind of coming on the 4500 tip bar chart. So that was how it ended up, but kind of happy with my 4. So there we go. It's just not in my nature to hold it all the way through.